Hey everyone, welcome back. For those of you who've been following my content for the past couple of months, you would notice that here we talk about two key areas as it pertains to the AI landscape. First is the real world use cases of AI agents across multiple industries. So you would see my videos on, healthcare, uh, insurance, ITSM. So we talk about the use cases that actually provide value to the customers. The second area of interest is the evolution of AI agents. Now, I believe that going forward, AI agents, now this is already happening, by the way, AI agents would be the biggest consumer of web content. As a matter of fact, there are companies out there that are now going to cater to AI agents. That would be their consumer, if you will. So with that theme in mind, today we're going to be looking at uh, our industry focus is going to be utilities and how AI agents can help automate some of the common use cases in the CX space for utilities. And we are going to be looking at a much more sophisticated AI agent architecture with the Talkdesk CXA platform, which is the customer experience automation platform, and multi-agent orchestration. Now, I will be explaining what multi-agent orchestration does, but it'd be good to look at a demo first so that it becomes very clear as to what this orchestration architecture looks like. So as you can see, I have my Talkdesk background today and I have my Nike shirt. Neither Talkdesk nor Nike has sponsored this video, just so you know. Let's get going. All right, let's get started.
Thanks for calling Talkdesk Utilities. How can I help you today?
I'm moving and I'd like to transfer my utilities to the new location.
Understood. Let me transfer you to an AI agent that can help you with transferring your service. If at any time during the conversation you would like to speak to a live agent, just say so.
All right, so here, as you saw, when I called in, unlike traditional, IVRs, which you have to deal with, where someone says press 1 for sales, press 2 for, support, and like press 10 for whatever, right? By that time, you've already forgotten what the different options were. Uh, this experience was a lot more seamless, a lot more frictionless. You're greeted by a welcome message, which is asking you a direct question. Hey, why are you calling? And it's not telling you what to say. It's not saying say press or say pharmacy or whatever, right? What word to say. Here you're speaking in natural language. So this is a modern IVR system. Now, right away, for someone who is looking at modernizing their CX experience, this is a great way to get started on the AI journey, right? Without having to take the full plunge. Because your legacy IVRs are the primary source of call abandonment. So, people drop off, the call never completes. Sometimes the calls most of the times are not routed correctly. So it ends up being in the wrong BPOs if you are using multiple BPOs, and then as a customer, you incur a lot more charges. So, replacing a legacy IVR with an AI powered IVR, which is purely doing routing and providing a great customer experience, is a great way to get started with the AI journey. So, in our case, for utilities, some of the most common use cases for people calling in is people call in for billing. Why is my bill so high? I would like to know. In summer months, typically that's the case. You have outages. Someone is reporting an outage. Someone is trying to find out whether there's an outage going on in their area or is it just their house. And if we look at a little bit more complex use case, it's that of the transferring of service, which is what we are looking at right now, which is where someone is saying, someone said, I'm moving and I'd like to transfer my services. So the call got routed accordingly. And now you will see how multi-agent orchestration actually works. We're going to talk about multi-agent orchestration in detail after the demo completes, but let's get going.
Hello, Alex. I understand you would like to relocate your utility services.
Yes, that is correct.
Could you please provide me with your phone number to start the stop service process?
Sure, it is 555-444-3333.
Could you please provide your PIN number to proceed with stopping the service?
Sure, it is 7024.
Just to confirm, your current service address is 4 Privet Drive, Dallas. Is that correct?
Yes, that is correct.
When would you like the service to be stopped?
October 30th, 2025.
Could you please provide the forwarding address for the final bill?
Yeah, sure. It is 18 Campbell Drive, Plano, Texas, 75024.
Would you like to enroll in SMS notifications and correspondence for updates about your service?
Yeah, sure.
There's a past due amount of $75. May I have your consent to use the payment card on file ending with 7238 to cover this payment?
Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
Your service has been successfully stopped, and the stop case number is 00126337. A confirmation SMS has been sent to you. Are you ready to continue with starting your new service?
Yes, go ahead.
Could you please provide the last 4 digits of your SSN to proceed with starting the new service?
It is 9572.
Could you please provide the new service address where you would like to start the service?
18 Campbell Drive, Plano, Texas, 75024.
When would you like the new service to start?
November 4th, 2025.
For starting your new service, you have a few appointment options. Would you prefer Tuesday, November 4th between 9 and 11 a.m. or between 3 and 5 p.m.? Or would Wednesday, November 5th between 1 and 3 p.m. work better for you?
November 4th, 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. works for me.
Your new service is scheduled for November 4th, 2025 between 9 and 11 a.m. The case number for this request is 00126338. A confirmation SMS has been sent to your phone. Is there anything else I can assist you with today?
No, thank you so much. I really appreciate all your help.
Thank you for using our service. I'm glad I could help. Have a wonderful day. Goodbye. All right. So as you saw, our AI agent was able to handle a very complex task. So what exactly is multi-agent orchestration? Well, you're looking at it. This is the Talkdesk customer experience automation platform. And what I have configured here is an example of multi-agent orchestration for the utilities industry. So multi-agent orchestration is the coordination layer that manages how multiple AI agents work together, right? Think of this as the conductor of an AI orchestra if you're into music, right? Each agent plays its part. So think of the orchestrator as the controller agent. When the call came in, the orchestrator decides or the coordinator decides which sub agent to engage. Now, why do you need an architecture like this? Now, imagine this workflow that we just executed. Imagine this being handled by a single agent. Now, for those of you who have worked with single agent architectures, you know that half the time we are dealing with the agents hallucinating. The accuracy of their responses is not that high. Now we can afford that in the CX space. So what ends up happening is, you are providing too many instructions to a single agent, and you're providing it with too many tools, and then it starts hallucinating. Instead, what you've now done is you've split this into multiple sub-agents, autonomous sub-agents that are provided with their own set of tools. Tools is essentially, making an API call into the the back-end system, or running a separate workflow, or using MCP to gather all the information. But the agents are specialized agents. So in this particular case, you can see that we had a stop service agent. So as soon as we talked about transferring the service, the first agent that the coordinator engaged with was the stop service agent, and it went through its set of instructions and tools to accurately go back. And you saw the backend system, right? You saw how it's able to pull in the right kind of information and provide the answer to our customer. And any information that is gathered by this agent, that context is shared across all sub agents. One example of this is, think of an agent that is dedicated to authentication, right? So if I were to do authentication for a particular customer, then authentication is already performed. That means that memory, that context has to be shared across multiple sub agents, so that they know that whether they want to re-authenticate the user or not. So that's one example of why, how the memory and context is shared across these multiple sub agents. They parallel process information so that they can actually handle this type of complex workflow. Also, a customer can change intents midway, which is the most important part. This architecture allows us to handle those multiple intents very seamlessly. And the cool thing about this uh, orchestration architecture is that it is independent of whether it is initiated by an incoming call or an incoming message over a digital channel. You can initiate this through an external system over an API call. So, think of a third-party system, which is an outage management system. And that outage management system detects something, and that would want to now initiate an automation. So that third-party system is the one that is initiating the automation, not an incoming call. This is outside of the purview of the contact center. And this is the cool thing about this particular automation platform. It's very advanced, very sophisticated. And the cool thing is, it does not hallucinate. And you can see, this is a complex workflow, all executed in one go. And the answers that it provided were accurate. There was no hallucinations. So I hope this makes the multi-agent orchestration clear to understand. So that was Talkdesk in utilities, and how multi-agent orchestration allows for these sub-agents to work together and solve for complex use cases without getting a human agent engaged. Now, does this mean that human agents are out of the picture? No, of course, there will be scenarios which the you know AI agent would not be able to handle. That needs to be escalated. Some customers are comfortable talking to a human agent, so then in that case, the call gets escalated to the human agent, and we will look at other videos in the future where we'll focus on how human agents can leverage AI. So stay tuned and subscribe for more.